So I was gonna get these barrel covers. I was gonna buy them, but I wanted them to be a little bit more personal. So my mom's really good at sewing, so I asked her to make them. And then while making them, I was gonna provide her with like some videos. I could not find any. There's actually, but there is one on YouTube, like some dude creating some football ones. They're actually really cool, so I definitely would recommend watching that too. But I just wanted to basically showcase a little bit about the process. There's fleece underneath. This is leather on top. I just kind of wanted to showcase the ability of creating them and whatnot. And so I asked her if I could video her making it. She doesn't love being on camera, and so she doesn't really talk. You can't see her face, so some of the shots are a little weird. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase what it's like to actually make them and whatnot. I talked about how to make them, which is funny because I don't know how to make any of this stuff. So I'm sure I used the wrong names for a bunch of shit. Yeah, and then if you have any questions, if anyone was gonna make them or whatever, feel free to reach out to me, and then I can ask her. But yeah, that's them. Typically likes to make the outline on a sheet first to be able to get the measurements right before actually cutting the actual like fabric, like the fleece that we're going to use, as well as the leather. Right now, she also is just cutting the circle on top, so you can see that she's measuring out the top of the barrel cover, so that way she can have the measurement of it first, and then she'll actually make the cuts on the actual fabric itself once she has the actual cuts. And what she does is she just places the measurements of the paper over the fabric, and then she just cuts, obviously, just around it, and then uses the paper as like her trace of like where and how much fabric she needs. And she also corrected me. She said it's called a pattern, but as you can see here too, she's about to cut the one on top as well. And then now she has both of the cuts made, and so this is what they look like. And then she also just cut the elastic as well. I didn't show that, but she just measured it to 9 inches on the ruler and then just cut the elastic. That's what's gonna go inside of the actual barrel to be able to hold the club, right? So that way it doesn't just fall super easily. So in here, there's a little band. If you can kind of see that mark right there, that's the band that kind of holds it. And so she cut that to 9 inches for a driver. This one in particular is for a wood. This one's, I would even say, is a little loose. You could probably go about 8.5 inches on like a wood. But yeah. So my mom uses this sewing machine, and she's basically gonna sew together the fleece to go inside it. So that's what she's about to do.
No, no, no. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So right there, she was just sewing together the middle elastic. So yeah.
Y luego lo pongo esto, lo uno.
So the top of that right there, to kind of get it to that shape of like what the barrel should be. This is gonna be interior, so this is what the inside will look like, but no, we won't be able to see any of this. So she's sewed up the side of it now, so it's closed. This is sort of what the process sort of looks like. Right now she's gonna put the top of it on, and then kind of sew it to the top. I'll show you guys after she sews it.
Okay.
So right now she's just measuring the actual exterior now. She's moving on to the exterior. So she's marking it on here just because we know that it's going to be a little bit wider than the interior. The exterior should be a little bit wider than the interior one. And now she's using the little bit we have left of the leather to make the 1/4 inch just a little bit wider than what the white piece is, which is 6 inches, and then she's making that one 6 1/4. So she's cutting around the little incision that she made there, so that it can fold better when she attaches the fleece. So that's just what she's doing right now.
Aquí nomás le voy a hacer attachment en un pedacito para cuando no se te salga. Nomás un pedacito y luego ya este. Antes de hacerle la otra. Es el que tienes que tener cuidado porque a veces el bliss se corre. Eso es lo que me costó más trabajo ayer. Está bien ancho.
And then she folds it again inside after she shows it on the bottom so the fleece doesn't move too much. And then she makes the actual like folding part, whatever. She sews that down. This is a little bit harder because it's quite thick. So this takes some maneuvering. So then she's made the little, see the little attachments on the bottom, or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. Stitch.
Oh, the stitch. And then now she's gonna make a little like incisions in the side here, just to sew in the fleece
lining?
into the lining or whatever, so it doesn't, so it's even more sturdy as I'm inserting the driver and whatnot. Because she already sewed it to the top of the top here, and the bottom, but then she just does it to the side for just extra strength.
That's it too.
So she's just doing it. She's just hand sewing it by hand into the fleece, so that it can be stronger together. So this, I guess, she does it by hand. But it's super thin. Like you can't see it at all. Like she did the same thing on this one. And I wouldn't be able to tell you where she did it. So this is what it looks like all finished up. I'll put it on the driver.